if we go for another third path first, and then we can play with fire on the Thalia, we get 4 more blockers, we kill the thing that's taxing us, so next turn we'll be able to do more things. Goodness me. Hello and welcome to another Explorer video. So I don't do these very often, but when I do, I have a lot of fun. So let's see how much fun we're going to have today. Today's a twist on a classic, so it's a Izzet Prowess build, and given that Monastery Swiss Spear has now just been put into the format, it's definitely going to be a mainstay, I think, from here on out. So 4 copies of this, just enabling a power boost for every, non-creature spellcaster is awesome. Symmetry Sage is very similar in that you can basically give something prowess 2 when you cast one spell. Pretty good to give something a bit of a boost over the top. Surprising how effective this is. It really doesn't look that powerful, but it is very strong. 4 copies of Battlewing Mystic. This is something I'm experimenting with. When you're casting so many spells and your hand's empty all the time, getting this out for 3 mana means you get to draw 2 cards. It's actually pretty crazy. And it's on top of a flying body, which is awesome, and the art is really cool as well. Balmor is probably one of the linchpins of the deck. Casting instants or sorceries pumps your whole team up by +1/+0. Gives them trample. So you can sneak in a lot of wins with this, especially when you combine it with something like Crash Through, which just gives yourself trample anyway and lets you draw a card. Just a nice little bonus there. And then the third path Iconoclast is just amazing. Lets you get 1/1s whenever you cast a non-creature spell. So this is going to be, super effective as well with Balmor if you think that Balmor cares about going wide, and this enables your going wide strategy when you cast non-creature spells. 4 play with fire to get rid of the pesky threats early on. Crash Through, basically a cantrip to draw your card, give yourself trample. 2 spell pierce, just to take care of some pesky control decks in case people want to board wipe or something on turn 4. You can literally win the game with this card if you're lucky. 4 Curious Obsession, probably seen this before, but if you enchant a creature with this, gives it +1/+1, and if it hits, you draw a card. It's going to be really effective to just recoup your losses when you start losing things. And we've got another experimental card here, the Combat Research. You can put this on a creature. When it hits someone, you draw a card. Pretty simple, but if that creature legend, it also gets +1/+1 and Ward 1. And Ward 1 can be the difference between your opponent having a removal spell and not. So in Explorer, turns are really tight. You're probably going to end the game by turn 4 or 5 normally. So Ward 1 kind of says hexproof against certain decks. So let's test this out and see how we do. We've got 20 lands because it's super aggressive. But yeah, the deck list will be in the description below. And let's get into the gameplay. Don't forget to leave me a like and a sub if you enjoy the content. Okay, opponent goes first with, who knows? We don't know. This is not the format where you know the opponent's deck. Starting hand is kind of okay. We've got a turn 1 creature, turn 2 creature. We've got ways to recoup. Hopeful Initiate. Okay, so it could be it's a counters build of some kind. So we just kill this here with the play the fire, or we'll go the Symmetry Sage first. We'll see what we're dealing with. They've got 2 Iconoclasts. Not really sure what build they're going to be. I mean, if they put a counter in this, we're probably going to end up regretting. Okay, it's a Thalia build. Not too bothered about that, because it does slow them down as well. We have ways to deal with their stuff. I think we're going to try and get the third path Iconoclast before we do anything, though. I don't know why opponent is holding priority here. There's nothing they can really do to get past our 2 toughness. But as you can see, the format is mega aggressive. So they just think they're so funny by attacking. Okay, well, okay, let's waste our life. Precious time, guys. Time is of the essence. We only have so much of it. Let's stop being a dick. Let's stop being like this player. Highball. You're not funny. Let's see what they do next. Mutavault. Recruitment Officer. Okay, so they're just like a weenies deck. Ah, okay, they're a bit more than a weenies deck, aren't they? So they've just made their team pretty... So this is the Soldiers deck. Okay, fine. So yeah, no blocks. Okay. So this Hopeful Initiate is going to be pretty annoying. Maybe we just... Yeah, I said let's kill the Thalia, because that is really, really, actually very, very taxing, to be honest. It's making all of our stuff cost so much more. We could have done so much more without her. And then we'll go for the Obsession here. So getting blockers is the name of the game. And we can swing over the top. Draw a card. As if you have to. As if that's an optional. You may draw a card. I mean, maybe the only you know, thing that really counts for that is if you've got no cards after your deck. But most of the time you're probably going to want to draw a card. Another Thalia, of course. Because why not? So they can pay 3, take 2 counters off, and kill one of our robots, but seems unlikely. I mean, if they attack here, I'm happy to trade, to be honest, because next turn we can go for another third path and then create some more guys. But yeah, Thalia is so good versus us. So they're going to definitely get a few hits in, that's for sure. And don't think there's anything they can cast. Wow, another third path. So, okay, let's think about this for a sec. So if we go for third path. Okay, let's draw first, because we might find something useful here. Again, I'm not too worried yet, because we've got, you know, we're going to be able to find loads of blockers here soon. But yeah, again, Thalia is just taking the Michael. And then we'll put another Curious Obsession on the Symmetry stage. So next turn, we'll be able to draw 2 more cards. Okay, and if we get another mana, or another land, should I say, yeah, we're looking really good. Although, saying that, we'll need 2 more lands to be able to cast all things. Although, 1 removal would be nice. Borrow Time, so that's going to get rid of the Symmetry stage, I guess? Okie dokie. Fine. That is a strange card in this kind of deck, because that's a 3 mana spell and they're using Thalia. I don't agree with this card. I mean, if you're using Borrowed Time in an aggro deck, I think you're doing it wrong, to be honest. So let's go for another one. Now the annoying thing here is they're going to have first strike, so our attackers aren't going to be very good till we get a fly. So for now, let's just make 3 soldiers and draw a card. Okay. Yeah, I'm not attacking into the Thalia and the 4 toughness there. So now whenever we cast a non-creature spell, we create 3 guys. So they're gonna struggle with this, I think. Adeline. Okay, Adeline is pretty good, I have to say. We can kill anything they send at us though, so I will happily kill anything they dare send my way. The fact we have 3 third path iconoclasts is pretty awesome. Another crash through. Okay. Kind of silly. I would like a removal spell. That would be good. Dealing with the Thalia means we're going to be able to create so much more stuff. Okay, fine. Let's crash through again. I really want to find some more lands here. If their deck runs a board wipe, I would literally gasp. Okay, so another third path. So not going to lie, guys, this is a very, very strange game. And yeah, not going to attack. We have blockers for absolutely days. I mean, what's the worst case scenario? They have something that taps all our creatures. Thalia's Lieutenant makes all their guys bigger. So they're going tall, we're going wide. Okay, we can still block their stuff. Not worried. Kind of funny that Borrowed Time went for the 1-drop, but, you know, it made sense. They're actually alpha striking. Really? Okay. Trading. Well, they know that we're going to have to trade. Okay. Sure. So that's a 5 toughness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's kill this. And we've got 6 left. So they... Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the Lieutenant. So we still take 3, 8. Okay, fine. That's not a good block. That is not a good block. So let's just chomp at this point. Yeah, let's just chomp. Just because we're going to make lots of blockers. At least we kill the Adeline. That's the main thing here. Brave the elements. So they gain protection from the chosen colour. Wow. Okay. So we've just lost a lot of blockers there. Blue. Oh, we're robots. We are colourless, aren't we? Choose a colour. Huh. That's kind of funny. That actually means... That's actually really cool. So... If we go for another third path first, and then we can play with fire on the Thalia, we get 4 more blockers, we kill the thing that's taxing us, so next turn we'll be able to do more things. Goodness me. Imagine that, being able to cast more than one spell a turn. We have had an unusual amount of the same spell, I have to admit, that is very weird. I will also say, if we get a Balmor, I think we just win the game. Mutavault's coming in. Another Mutavault's coming in. So they're basically in panic mode here. So they're going to Alpha again. Okay. Training. So that's getting annoying. This is getting to like just chomp territory though. So just chomp those. I think we go for the lands. Happy to kill the lands. That means they're not going to be able to do much else. We take 2, get a 5. Sure. Yeah, I think they're pretty much screwed. Okay. Turn 5. Combat research. We can do so many things. Okay, Monastery Swift Spear. Curious Obsession. It's a shame we don't have Balmor. Balmor would just be crazy right now. Lots of blockers. Crash through. Would that be enough? 8, 9, 10, 11. Draw another card here. I love how they're still in the game, but yeah, okay, crash through. Sure! We've just made, 12 blockers in one turn there. Let's swing in. There's probably a card that gives all your creatures haste, and I'm probably forgetting that it exists, but there you go. Okay, so the Lightning Strike just straight up kills them in the next turn. So can they get rid of 12 blockers here? I can't believe we made 12 blockers. That's crazy. So is the opponent just going to Salt Town here? Or are they just going to pass? Okay, they're going to attack. Attack and old priority. Oh, the old priority hold. Okay, sure. Let's take these guys out then. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 7 on there. There's no trample. Just making sure they've got no sneaky way to get rid of us. Okay, so these Thalia's Lieutenants pulled a lot of weight, but I would not use the borrowed time. I think something a bit faster would have been good. Let's go for the Alpha. So they think they're funny with the Mutavault. They're just going to try and block. No, not going to block. Yeah, okay, cool. At least they had honor. Stay to the end. Fair enough. Sweet deck. Ooh, we go first. Always good. And our starting hand is actually kind of crazy. We got the untapped lands we need and the Swift Spear, and we get the 1 damage in on turn 1, which is exactly what we need to see. They're an Obosh deck, so they're probably going to be, I'm going to guess, mono-red odds deck. Play with fire, so they're already killing our creatures, but that's fine. Symmetry Sage, so we can just play that out here for now. Now, because they're likely a mono-red deck, they're probably just going to have all the burn spells for our creatures. They're going to be kind of sad. But we do have the Battlewing Mystic to recoup our losses a little bit. Phoenix Chick. And another play with fire. Okay, so they're really just burning through their spells here. Third Path Iconoclast. This is going to be pretty good. I think we're just going to do this to get the 1/1 token. And we get to draw a card as well. So Spell Pierce might be good, depending on what they have. So they're going to have another removal spell. Okay, that's pretty crazy. 3 for 3 there. Okay, I mean, if they get to Obosh... Wow, okay, light up the stage. I probably think we should have probably have light up the stages in our decks as well. But for now, I think we'll go for the kicked Battle Wing. Get to draw a couple cards. Now, the sad part is that they're going to be able to use the Bonecrusher Giant, so... Yeah, I'm not actually going to use the Curious Obsession just yet. They're probably going to use Crusher Giant on the flyer. Oh my goodness, as if they had... This is pretty crazy, to be honest. Pretty crazy. Oh, they went for us. That's pretty crazy. Okay, let's go for the Curious Obsession and the Combat Research. So hopefully now we're going to see the power of just being able to draw 2 cards here off a silly little token. But yeah, drawing 2 is kind of ludicrous. Lightning Strike. And a Crash Through. Okay. So I'm really hoping they've used all their removal here. They've used so much already. 4 removal spells. They've put Obosh into the hand. Bonecrusher Giant. They've got another Bonecrusher Giant. Oh man, that's so sad. That's so brutal. Okay. So the chick's going to swing for 1. Combat Research. Let's just draw a card here with the Crash Through. See if we get a creature. Okay, we get Balmor. We can put the Combat Research on top of the Balmor as well. And that does give it Ward 1. Come on, no more creatures. Bonecrusher Giant times 2. That is going to be pretty crazy, to be fair. Right, let's use one of these to kill the Bonecrusher Giant. So we're going to take 2. That does make Balmor a 3-4 with Trample, so we're going to swing through. Another Lightning Strike would be nice here to deal with the Bonecrusher Giant. Symmetry Sage. And we'll keep this card in hand just to give it a bit of a mysteriousness. Obosh. So these are odds, aren't they? So that's going to be 10. We'll just take it. If we die, we die. Down to 2. So any kill spell that can go for us. Yeah, there we go. I mean, they just got super lucky, didn't they? If we just look at the field, you can see that they had so many removal spells we couldn't deal with. Cool. Move to the next game. Okay, we get to go first. Decent looking hand. I mean, we only have one attacker. And, you know, facing a mystery component, we're not sure what to think just yet. Forest Elf. Okay, fine. 2 life for this. Give it the Obsession. And then we'll swing in. So do we want to burn the elf? Probably. Yeah, let's just burn it here. We could have done an extra damage there, but... Oh well. Okay. So we've got 2 counter spells. This might not be very effective against a mono green deck, depending on what they do. Oh my god, so many elves. Play with fire again. Let's just swing in. Seeing as they have 2 elves, it's going to be pretty hard to stop whatever they're gonna do anyway. Another land. That's not good. Okay, it's past turn. They got 4. They're going to have 5 mana here. If they go for Nissa, we can counter this, actually. What else does mono green do these days? I just don't know. It could be any number of things. Do I care about that? I don't think so. We're really not that bothered. It wouldn't have worked anyway. So they've got 4 mana here. Old Growth Troll. Okay. That is annoying. Fine, we'll leave the mana up here. So this does have Trample, which is going to be kind of annoying. So maybe in hindsight, I wish I Spell Pierce there, but oh well. Okay, we've got another Obsession here. So we're going to draw 2 cards when this hits. Fine. Give me something substantial, please. another play with fire, so we could kill the troll and a Balmor. Okay. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking. So we've got Balmor to pump our team. We've got something that draws 2 when it hits. Wolf, Willow, Haven. What else are they doing then? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 mana. Khan. They've got 3 mana open. Ah, this feels like it's a land destruction deck, doesn't it? Okay. So we can't activate artifact. What are they going to get?
My purpose is greater than myself.
So they've got 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can... They've got 1 mana open, so we can just spell pierce this. So that was pretty lucky. I think that means we just survive a little bit longer. Okay, so if we kill the Khan, they're not going to be able to do much with their deck, right? Seems pretty cool, though. A colorless deck that cares about all this stuff. So, okay, go for the Swift Spear. Kill the elf. Don't toss it. And we'll give base power 2 to Balmor. Okay, things are looking pretty damn good here, I have to say. Go for the... So this is definitely going to hit them. This can hit the Khan. This can hit them. So if we do another 2... do another 2 to them. We're going to get a few more triggers here. Combat research is fine. So they're at 4. We get to draw 2 cards.
Do not pity me.
Incredible. This is pretty crazy. This is exactly what we wanted to do. Lightning Strike. So if we're just winning our next turn, right? There's no need to do anything here yet. If they get another Khan, then we can spell pierce. Yeah, that was pretty crazy how much damage we just did. Okay, we go first with a lot of Swift Spears. So I think we'll start with the Symmetry Sage. And then next time we go double Swift Spear. See what happens. I really want to sneeze, and it's so difficult to hold it in. Yeah. I'm one of these weirdos where, like, I'd rather just not sneeze and edit it out because I'm just so lazy. Okay, Monastery Swift Spear with really cool art, really cool reprint. Can we win with just 2 lands? Swing in. We have 5 permanents out on turn 2. Pretty crazy. Opt! Oh my god, I can see why they did that pre-combat, because it means a world of difference. Cool, 2 damage, over to them. So they're an Izzet deck as well, at least. Could be Grixis, or anything else in between. So if it's a control deck, we might be in trouble due to the fact that they could have board wipes. Okay, so they're passing. Okay, let's see if we can resolve Balmor. That would be pretty cool. Again, we want to set up the big plays. They could have a kill spell for Balmor here. Goodness me. Okay, it's the Narc-like Phoenix build. I've not seen one of these since for a long time. Consider. Okay. Sure. I mean, so we're going to be racing each other, I guess. So if they cast 3 spells in a turn, this comes out of the graveyard. Okay. Fine. It does have 2 toughness, though, so we can take it out with the play with fire here. Strategic planning. So if they put any more Phoenixes into the bin, it could be quite scary. This is a deck I know. It's funny how some things remain the same, and that's a Galvanic Iteration. That's scary. But the Phoenix cares about casting, not copying. Alright, let's go for a Swift Spear, and then we can crash through. Which means we get basically 4 prowess triggers. Bing, bing, bong, 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 bing. Let's draw a card. Okay, I mean, do we just win here? Let's get to combat. No, we don't win. Wait, so that's 8, 12, 13, 14. It's very close. So some more triggers here. I think we're 1 off. Wow, I love how they're full controlling every trigger. No, we don't want to land. Oh, we're 2 off. Okay. Sure, sure. So they have a board wipe, they're fine. If they do, we get to have the Battlewing Mystic come down. Planning. So I guess they're desperate to put more Phoenix in the bin here. Do they have any more? They've got another one. So that's 1 spell. It's 2 spells. Do they have an opt? Okay. Okay, well, let's just go to swing then. Wow, okay. We did it with the Swift Spears, guys. Triple Swift Spears there. Lovely job. Did you know that you can help my channel by watching another one of my videos? Go ahead, you know you want to.